Oh, definitely Batman. There's something about the this part of men's faces that I've always learned to like fixate on and be like, oh, he has a good Batman jaw. He's got a good lower face on that one. But yeah, I think I'm a Batman. The Batmobile is so cool.
Right.
Yeah, and every car I seem to be drawn to has sort of a vague resemblance to the Batmobile, so it must have been more formative than I think.
Batman, definitely. I like Batman because he doesn't have any powers or anything. He's just a guy who has to be inventive and creative and think of ways to make himself powerful.
I like the reclusive nature of Batman, and I really like that he's universal. I feel like Superman is distinctly American, and if you're not American, it's harder to relate and to grab hold of him. Whereas Batman has this ambiguity. I mean, he's not distinctly anything. It's like he's an island unto himself, and therefore I feel like anybody globally can really latch onto him and connect to him as a superhero.
It's always been a funny thing for me, the Batman and Superman thing. But I'd say probably, Batman, just because you kind of relate more to Batman because he's like from Earth, I think. You know, maybe the kryptonite thing is slightly a bit of a tangent to me sometimes.
I think Christopher Reeves did an amazing job as Superman, and I remember being in the cinema and watching him and that just really resonating for me, and Batman came later. I mean, I was very young when Christopher Reeves did Superman, and then Batman sort of became the cool character that everyone loved, you know. So, but if I'm honest, the character, I have very clear memory of sitting in the cinema and at a very young age and seeing Christopher Reeves playing that in, you know, the way that only he did.
I think probably Batman, simply because I know more about him. I feel like I'm not like a comic book human being, so I guess Batman is just someone I've been more exposed to. And I also just think he's a little bit weirder. You know, Superman's slightly more buttoned up. Batman's a little bit, he's got a weirder costume, you know, like he's got the mask. He lives in a cave. Well, he lives in a manor, but you know, his office is in a cave. I think he's just a little bit quirkier than Superman. I like that.
I don't know about Bob, but I got a little carried away with Superman once, and when I was about 8 years old, I dyed a blue shirt, took a crayon, wrote an S on it, took a barber's cape, cut it into points, tied it around my neck, and put it under my clothes. And I sat next to a guy named Jimmy Cole and go, yeah, Jimmy, don't say anything to anybody, but that's who I really am. Of course, he calls the teacher, and I had to take my clothes off in front of the class. I'm standing there with these like rickety, stupid legs, pencil-thin arms, a barber's cape with an S on it that's backwards, blue tights, and I just flew away. You know, so I have to go with Superman, even though Batman has a better costume.
I like the humor of the original Superman. I always love humor to kind of balance out the fact that they're wearing these funny costumes. I kind of like the backstory better of Batman and the characters that he interacts with. But I'm not a huge comic book guy, so the wrong person to ask, probably.
Batman. Darker, more complex, more human.
Batman, for sure. Yeah, I just loved all the toys. I loved the Batcave, and I had a little Batmobile that you press the back and little kind of orange things kind of pinged out. So yeah, it was definitely Batman.
It's not a fair fight because Superman is Superman, right? He can fly. He can like stop a locomotive. Superman is much stronger than Batman. I don't think it's a fair fight. I don't see how they're going to even that playing field out unless they give Batman some power that he doesn't have or reduce some of Superman's power. But it's like, come on, how could Batman beat Superman? You tell me. Right? He's not that much smarter. Okay, he has to drive a car. Superman can just fly. Superman, it's a preposterous fight.
Well, it'd definitely be an interesting fight.
Well, I don't think it would be. I think it's going to be a massacre. I don't see how it cannot be just an ass whooping.
I think I like Batman because he doesn't have any actual powers. He just created his own vigilante persona, whereas Superman, it's more just an accident that he came from that other planet.
See, I
and
don't
was
even
given
know
the
that much.
kryptonite.
I'm very impressed with you right now. Very impressed
Really?
with you. Yes.
I know about Superman because of that show Smallville.
Right.
Yeah, I
I'm
watched
so
his whole
impressed.
origin story.
Did you know that Tom Welling is in the pilot of Undeclared?
I had no idea.
Yeah, just a little fact.
That's amazing. And then Batman, I just was told by somebody, I was like, what? Batman? He created his own suit, I think.
I know Spider-Man created his own suit because I've seen Tobey Maguire work on a suit.
And Iron Man created his own suit.
He did.
Yeah. Batman is a weirdo. He's not good with the ladies.
I'm gonna take your word for it.
Yeah. But I think we're like my favorite superhero is like Storm from the X-Men. I like her.
Literally just no idea. what
Halle
you're talking
Berry.
about. Okay.
Batman, without a doubt.
Oh yeah, I like Batman better than Superman.
Superman's too perfect. Superman, like, for me, sorry, you can speak for yourself, but Superman just, there's one really, like, obscure element that can hurt him and nothing else can. That seems too hard. He seems like he's got too much going for him, whereas Batman was just tough with money. And sort of and just did a lot of pull-ups, so I quite like him.
Batman, I think. Probably because I did like the. I would have seen Batman the '60s one before I would have seen Superman. I like Superman, but I think Batman has a bit more room for humour. Well, because different depending on the version. You know, that one was a sort of tongue-in-cheek thing, but I like graphic novel Batman a bit more than Superman as well.
So I saw more of Batman growing up, and I liked all the mysterious things about his home. I liked, the Batcave and all the hidden stuff, right across all the incarnations. I liked the campery of Adam West, and then I liked the Nipple Boys later on, and then. I loved Michael Gough as Alfred, and then indeed Michael Caine as Alfred, and in the TV show I loved that little thing, on the side of the road in Mulholland somewhere, probably Mulholland Drive, doing things. So Batman just had a ton of stuff around it. I liked little canisters on his belt, but I loved Christopher Reeve's Superman. I think it's one of the great film acting performances from a superhero. But Batman was in my blood.
Batman or Superman? Definitely Batman. Definitely. Oh, that's without a doubt. Yeah. Oh no, through and through. I was a Batman. The cape, the mask. I guess there's just you don't have to stand there looking. Hi, I'm Superman with a face that's not Clark Kent. You can put on a Batman cape and costume, and any kid can be Batman. There's something sort of hidden about it, and yeah, it's more of a disguise. I think Superman's all about who he really is, I guess, with a bit of red, yellow, and blue.
I've given it a lot of thought. As has the whole my family.
Yeah.
Not the
it's
immediate.
Kind of broken your family apart, is the sad thing.
My immediate family is fine. It's the extended family that won't
Yeah.
speak to us anymore. Which I suspect was brewing.
Yeah.
This was the straw.
This took it to a head.
In a
Who's
way,
at
it's
the
a
helm
good
of this
thing.
thing.
It's Zack Snyder.
Shut the fridge.
Yeah.
This is
It's gonna be
incredible
big.
news.
It's gonna be
Superman
big.
and Batman?
Same movie, yeah.
They're going to have to make new screens for this to make... This is amazing news.